Hey guys, Eddie coming at you again. It's New Year's Eve. Happy New Year to everyone. It's 11 degrees outside. Thank God I have an awesome heater in my shop. Let's see. Last video we cut some dovetails using the table saw and a fence attached to the miter gauge. And the table saw, it worked great. Far surpassed my wildest expectations. I'm probably going to do all my dovetail joints on the table saw. I'm just that pleased with it. It's not perfect though. Let me just step back a couple things. So when you're dogging out the material with the pin board, it's great. Let me show you here. This is the pin board, and as you can see the lines from the blade, and it gets out every bit of material that you need, and it's perfect right up to your line that you cut. So you don't need to take a chisel to your... The reason why your pin board is great and you don't need to take out any of the materials because your blade is perpendicular, straight up and down. And it takes out every single, and you know, you just adjust your miter gauge and it takes out the exact amount of material that you need for your pin board. Now your tail board is different. You know, you can dog out a lot of the material, but it's not going to be perfect, and you're still going to need to use your chisel. The reason being is because you have to adjust your blade here to the angle of your dovetail. So let's just go ahead and do that now. That's about right. Okay. So what happens is, let me show you. So the reason why you have to use a chisel on your tail board is because you have to adjust the blade to the angle of your dovetail. And so what's going to happen is you're not going to have a nice clean finish along your knife line that you cut, which is going to require some chisel work. And chisel work, like any other type of woodworking, you know, you need experience with that. You can't just go in there with any old chisel and expect perfect results. So so that's the reason why. And also I'm using a blade, a ripsaw blade, which looks like this. Basically, it's either square like this, or it goes down like this. And when you're cutting along your knife edge that you cut into your material, you're still going to have this amount to get rid of with a chisel. Does that make sense? Okay. So I had an epiphany last night, and that epiphany was I have a stacked dado set, and for those of you who don't know what that is, you have two blades, and you have these cutters that go in between. You stack them so that you can make a dado cut with one pass instead of keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth to make a dado cut. All right? With a stacked dado set, it's only one cut. But what's unique about these blades, and I'll show you, I'll give you a close-up here in a minute, the outside blades angle one side to the other depending on which blade it is. This one, you're angling this way. This blade is going to be angling this way. And I'll show you here in a minute what I mean. I don't know if you can see that angle of this blade, but it is marked difference between this blade and the ripsaw blade. Where this is the rip blade that I originally used to make my dovetail cuts, I am proposing that the stacked dado set, the outside blade, which is angled like this, can make the cut, and hopefully there won't be any chisel cleanup in between here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to swap that blade for one of these dado blades and see if it works. And just a FYI, if you're looking at this right now, it means it worked. But I don't know yet, so let's find out. Definitely this blade. Okay. This is awesome. Let me just show you. I don't know if you can see right here, but this is right up to your knife edge. You do not have to chisel anything away here. I am so pleased. So let's finish this up. Hopefully you can see how clean these cuts are. And again, I don't have to pick up a chisel. Okay, so I am going to put this together with the pin board that I made earlier. I'm going to be honest with you, it's probably going to be a little loose because as I was just going through here, I just realized on one side I went on a pin and not on the part that I wanted to get this empty space right here. I didn't cut on this side of the line, I cut on the pin side, so it's going to be a little loose, so just forewarn. Man, this is awesome. Let me show you. Reason why I'm so pleased here, this is just as flush as you could get. You don't need to take a plane to this at all. It's perfect. As I mentioned to you earlier, I did cut on the wrong side of the dovetail here, so there is a gap here. I'm okay with that. I'm not doing anything with this, and this was the first time that I've done this, but I can't tell you how perfect these are. Again, I don't need to take a plane to this at all. This is so awesome. I'm so pleased right now. Yeah. So there you have it, YouTube. You can save yourself $150 or more. You don't need to go out and buy a special purpose dovetail blade for your table saw. They're very expensive. All you need to go out is buy a stacked dado set. And plus you'll have the added benefit of having a stacked dado set. So you know, this was great, and this is probably going to be the only way I do dovetails from now on. Okay, YouTube, like always, if you like the video, hit the subscribe and hit the like button, and we'll see you next time. Take care. Oh, and Happy New Year. Peace.